Hello and welcome back to Global Math Mentor. Confused about the new digital SAT format? You're not alone. A lot has changed from how the test is delivered to how it adapts based on your performance. So, what exactly is digital SAT 1? The SAT has gone completely digital. You'll take it on a computer, either your own device or one provided at the test center. No more bubble sheets or paper booklets. Duration is 2 hours and 14 minutes, sections, reading and writing and math, and two modules per section, each around 35 minutes. You will take the SAT on Blue Book, the official testing app. It runs offline, so no worries if your internet disconnects. Moreover, you'll have a built-in calculator for the entire math section, Desmos. Tools include highlighters, flag for review, math formula sheet. For the digital SAT, the good news is that you're allowed to use the calculator for the entire math section. No more switching between calculator and non-calculator parts. The test comes with a built-in Desmos graphing calculator right inside the Blue Book app. It's powerful, user-friendly, and great for visualizing equations and checking your work. If you're more comfortable with physical calculator, that's totally fine too. Just make sure it's on the College Board approved calculator list. Understanding the adaptive SAT format. This diagram shows how the two-stage adaptive model of the digital SAT works, especially in the math section. Everyone starts with Module 1, which contains a balanced mix of easy, medium, and hard questions. This first module is the same for all test takers. Based on your performance in Module 1, the test adapts. If you do well, you're given a harder Module 2. This gives you access to the highest score ranges. If you struggle in Module 1, you get an easier Module 2, which means your score range is capped lower. So remember, how you perform in Module 1 determines the difficulty and the scoring potential of Module 2. That's why it's so important to do your best right from the start. All right, let's talk about what's actually in the math section of the digital SAT 1. In other words, what you should definitely be prepared for. First up, linear equations and inequalities. These are everywhere on the test, so be confident solving for x and graphing lines. System of equations, yep, still in. You'll solve them algebraically or maybe even by interpreting graphs. Quadratics and polynomials, they're back. You'll need to factor, expand, and find roots. Ratios, proportions, percentages, very practical stuff. Expect them in both math modules. Then you've got your exponents and radicals, so make sure your exponent rules are tight and you're not scared of square roots. Some geometry is still here, but just the basics. Think lines, angles, and coordinates, no crazy theorems or proofs. Probability and statistics are important too, especially interpreting real life data. You might see bar graphs, box plots, or a scenario involving averages or spread. And of course, data analysis. You'll be expected to work through tables, charts, and word problems that make you think. Finally, functions, mostly linear and exponential, recognizing them from equation or graph is key. So, yeah, if you've covered algebra and basic stats in school, most of this will look familiar. But the key is practicing these topics in a way that's smart and strategic, and that's what I'm here to help you with. Now, let's talk about what's not on the digital SAT math section, because knowing what you don't need to study can save you a lot of time. Advanced geometry, gone. No circle properties, tangents, or long theorems to memorize. Trigonometry, only the basic like sine and cosine show up. No identities, no unit circle madness. Logarithms, not tested. You can forget log rules and weird log graphs. Matrices, complex numbers, vectors, not on the test at all. Yup, no calculus either. So if you're stressing about limits or derivatives, take a breath. It's not coming. And one more thing, you won't see any proof based questions. So no need to justify answers or go through long formal logic. So the focus is really on real world math skills. Skip the heavy theory and double down on application. Let's take a quick look at the two types of questions you'll face in the math section of the digital SAT. First up, multiple choice. These are classic ones. You'll solve the problem and pick from four options A, B, C, or D. Next, student produced response, also called grid-in questions. These are different. There are no answer choices. You actually have to solve the problem and type in the correct answer yourself. For example, if your answer is 42, you just type 42 in the box. That's it. These grid-in questions usually show up in the second half of each math module, so keep an eye out for them. All right, that wraps up everything you need to know to get started with digital SAT math. From how the test works to what topics to focus on, and even some last minute tips. Remember, this version of SAT is shorter, smarter, and more focused, so your preparation should be too. If this video helped, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on the upcoming lessons, practice walkthroughs, and strategy tips. Over and out.